Guys, welcome to a new reading vlog. This is going to be a vlog where I read cozy books and I do cozy hobbies and just basically hibernate, because though it is not the dead of winter, it is the dead of summer, and here in North Carolina it is 100 degrees outside almost every day this week. It is awful. It is literally awful. I think the high tomorrow is like 105 degrees. It's just unpleasant to be outside. So I am inside in the air conditioning and just kind of, you know, going with the flow. We're not going outside, so we're just gonna get cozy inside and kind of like almost pretend like it's winter. I don't know. I am in a hoodie and I just made myself some turmeric ashwagandha tea, and this stuff is amazing. It's got adaptogens and I just like it. I like the flavor of it. It tastes very like, I mean, it tastes like turmeric, so. And then I put some cinnamon in it and I am definitely enjoying it. And I also am reading We'll Prescribe You a Cat. I was listening to the audiobook before, and I know I did show you guys to a clip of, I was doing some junk journaling earlier, so let me know if you want more of that. That one was actually like my own personal junk journal. It's not like one of the ones that I decorate, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I like to make junk journals that are blank, and then like I'll sell them or give them out as gifts or whatever. And then I have my own, which is much more of a hodgepodge of, you know, just experiences and things like that, like a diary, you know what I'm saying? So that's what that was. But anyway, I have been really enjoying these translated Asian healing cozy books. And they are just these kind of like slice of life books that incorporate elements of like healing and emotional healing, basically, no matter like what's going on in a person's life, whether it's like job or a relationship or loneliness or something like that. And you have a character that kind of basically learns their way through that situation. And it's very healing and cozy, and like I said, slice of life. I did just finish What You're Looking For Is in the Library, and I loved it so much. It was 5 stars, and I'm kind of chasing that kind of feeling again. I just really liked it. It was this short story collection. It was 5 different stories that were kind of interconnected, and in each one a person went to this specific library and got recommendations from this specific librarian, and it was just very cozy and healing, and I really connected with the characters. And maybe what they were going through wasn't exactly what I have or am going through, but I still connected with it. It still offered me something or a different perspective on things I'm going through. I think that the personal turmoils in at least that collection really were things that were able to translate to a lot of different problems that people might be going through. So this one is very similar. It is a cozy healing fiction. This one is from Japan as well. And this is We'll Prescribe You a Cat. And in this one, there are also 5 short stories that each follow a different main character. And in this one, each character basically goes to this clinic where they prescribe a cat. It's kind of an aspect of magical realism, because the clinic seems to appear and disappear at will. And you generally hear about it through word of mouth. There's just a few kind of magical elements to it, but these are people that are going through emotional or mental turmoil and trying to get some help through it, and they're prescribed a cat. And they only get the cat for a certain period of time, then they have to return the cat. And I'm enjoying this one. I don't think I'm enjoying this one as much as What You're Looking For Is in the Library, but I'm still really enjoying it. I read the first story, and that one was about a guy who was really just having a hard time with his job. He kind of wanted help getting through it, and getting through his anxiety, which was being caused by the job that he had. And he's prescribed a cat, and that one was pretty good. The one I'm reading right now, I'm not loving as much because the main character is a middle-aged man who sees himself as the master of his household. He has a daughter and a wife, and he also sees himself as, he seems to see himself as superior to the other people in his life, and yet he's also perturbed by the fact that he feels like an outcast and like they don't want to spend time with him or talk to him. If it was me, based on how this character acts, I wouldn't want to spend time with him either. He's kind of a jerk, and I think that it's written that way on purpose, but he really does think that he's like the master of the domain, like the head of the household, like what he says goes, and he even talks to the cat like that, which is kind of interesting to watch how the cat is just like, no, what I say goes. And so yes, I am enjoying this. I will say right now it's feeling closer to a 4-star, not a 5-star. But the other stories coming up sound like ones that I might connect to more. Obviously, I feel like the ones that I can relate to are going to be ones that I'm going to get more enjoyment from. So yeah, I'm enjoying this. I will give you guys an update. Right now I am almost halfway through. I'm on page 132. And I think this book is almost 300 pages. So yeah, almost halfway. And I will update you guys again in a little bit. I'm going to be doing some other crafting and hobbies throughout this vlog. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in a minute.
My body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. I'm reaching out for the easy high. Please fortify this strength of mine. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes.
Hey guys, so I actually just finished the first book for this vlog, which was We'll Prescribe You a Cat by Sue Ishida. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but this one, I feel like I have like mixed thoughts about this one. It definitely did not hit every like thing I wanted from a translated healing fiction, but it was still an enjoyable read. I flew through it. It was easy, but it also gave me perspective on problems and perspective on life, and I don't know how to explain why I'm liking these books so much, but I feel like it's almost like each story is a little bit of a meditation. Like it reminds me to take the time to process things, to take the time to process emotions, to take the time to think positively about my life and to look at the positives. And yeah, it's not perfect. Like, it's not a perfect book. And yes, different problems are more complex than others. Obviously, I do think that in some ways, like, these books do tend to almost like oversimplify mental health and life issues, daily issues that people deal with. But at the same time, I don't think that means they aren't also worthwhile. Like, I think these are really healing. I guess that's why they're called healing fiction books. But yeah, so let me just go through the story. So there's 5 short stories. I was actually not a huge fan of the first 3. They were definitely like 3-star like stories to me, especially because I didn't like the main characters, especially stories 2 and 3. So the first story was like a 30-something guy who was dealing with issues with his work. He was overworked, and he was fine. Like, I felt very meh about him. The story itself was pretty cute. The second one, the main character was I think in his 50s maybe. Yeah, I would say like early 50s. And he was just awful. I really hated him. He was incredibly sexist and self-absorbed. And I just did not like him as a person in general. I didn't like him. Third one follows this young girl who's dealing with issues in school with cliques, and then also follows her mom too. So the cat's kind of for both of them in a way. And it is more like for their relationship between mother and daughter, because honestly, for this one, I found the main character, the mom, to be a pretty awful too. I thought she was very inconsiderate of her child and her child's needs. I felt like she was self-absorbed. I felt like she had unrealistic expectations. I felt like she thought that basically other people's problems weren't problems, and she was very dismissive of her child and her child's emotions and needs, and I was very put off by it. So I really didn't like her. But the 4th and 5th stories I really enjoyed. The 5th one was about a geisha who is kind of, it goes through a couple of different parts of her life, but it basically deals with the trauma of losing like an animal, like a pet. And then the 4th one was about a very career-centered woman who was expecting perfection from everyone around her, and she was also extremely like rigid and type A personality to the extreme, kind of. And it was just like about her kind of overcoming and confronting issues in her own life, and confronting like her expectations of others, and being like a workaholic basically. And I enjoyed that one too. So I think overall, I'm gonna give this one like, I'm in between a 3.5 and a 4 star. So I guess we'll just hit a 3.75 stars. So I'll probably put 4 stars on Goodreads and just make a note that it's 3.75. I know I'm weird. Like, I don't round up for 3.5s on Goodreads usually, but I do for 4 stars. Like, but if it's like a 0.75, I will usually give it like the next star, unless it's a 5 star. Guys, I don't know. I'm weird with my ratings. I don't know. I do what feels right to me, and that's what matters. Anyway, so yeah, this one was, mixed feelings. Overall, I'm really glad that I read it. I will remember this one, and I really enjoyed it. I probably won't buy a copy to put on my shelves. I do need to get myself a copy of What You're Looking For Is in the Library, because that one is just so freaking good. But yeah, so I am going to pick up a cozy mystery, I think, right now. So being really discussed or talked about in this vlog is the fact that I'm also reading A Spear Cuts Through Water by Simon Jimenez, and I'm also reading the 5th Stormlight book. What is it called? Wind and Truth. And so I'm reading like 2 epic fantasies right now. So this vlog is more kind of centering on like my extra reads, which is like the cozier or either yeah, like the cozier, more fast-paced books that I'm reading. I'm not vlogging those other two. I just figured it'd be simpler this way. For me, it makes sense in my brain right now. So I want to read a cozy mystery. And so last night I did pick up and read just like the first couple chapters of An Appetite for Murder. This is by Lucy, oh shoot, I lost the name. Hold on one second. Lucy Burdett. I heard about this book from the Beach Bum Bookworm and I thought it sounded really good. I had started the second Bake Shop series book by Ellie Alexander, and I decided to wait like a couple more weeks because it is so autumnal. Like she was talking about like pumpkin apple soup and stuff, and I was like, that sounds awesome, but like I'm trying to stay in the summer vibe for like a couple more weeks at least. So I decided to wait on that one and try to find like a summery cozy mystery. So this one, An Appetite for Murder, it takes place in Key West, Florida. So it's in the Florida Keys, and our main character is a food critic, or maybe like she's trying to be a food critic. So she's gone through a recent breakup, as I feel like a lot of cozy mystery series start. So she's gone through a breakup, and she's also trying to get this position as a food critic for a specific magazine. But I believe the boss of either the magazine or the food section, I'm not sure, happens to be her ex-boyfriend's current girlfriend, who she also like cheated on her with. Does that make sense? Like, yeah. So her ex-boyfriend cheated on her with this woman who is now in charge of hiring this food critic position that our main character is trying to get. I hope this is making sense. Anyway, so I read the first couple chapters and I was hooked. I was actually hooked within the first couple pages. Between the food descriptions, she has this really awesome best friend that he goes with her to restaurants to try food or whatever, because she's been doing like freelance food critiquing, and so she's been doing this for a little bit, but she's, I think, wanting like a more permanent gig. But yeah, so she's got this best friend. I loved their relationship already. I loved the food descriptions. I love anything super foodie. Like, I'm a foodie. I'm all for that. And also I'm loving this location because it's still feeling very summery. It's in the, the Florida Keys. So like island life in the sun kind of thing. And so yeah, I read the first 2 chapters, and so I will be reading this and I will give you guys an update. You did also see that I did some needle felting earlier, which was really nice. Sometimes I'm like, I need a crafty break, and I will take like 20-30 minutes and do something small like that. Needle felting is one of those projects I like to do for that if I want to make something small, like that was just a little heart, because I can do that in like a very short period of time. I was able to fit that in. The boys were like eating their lunch, I think. I can't remember. Yeah, the boys were like eating their lunch. We had finished up homeschool, and yeah, I just took a couple minutes for myself, and it's something that I think is really important. Like, I could be cleaning and doing other things, but I choose to take time for me and throughout the day, whatever that is. Like, if it's reading, crafting, sewing, whatever it is, like that's what I like to do. Gardening. I think it's just really important for mental health in general, because a lot of people these days, I'm always so surprised talking to people, and so many people don't have hobbies these days, and it baffles me. I'm like, what do you do? Like, maybe they just work all of the time, and that's why they always have money to go on vacations and I don't. I don't know. Or maybe they just scroll more social media. I don't know. I bet they have much cleaner houses than me. Maybe I'm just like, I can't constantly be working and doing things that don't bring me happiness, because maybe it's the ADHD. Like, I am having to like self-regulate my dopamine. So I'm always so baffled by people that don't have hobbies, because I'm just like, what do you do? Like, what do you do? Do you guys have hobbies? What do you do? I'm curious. Anyway, so I will update you guys. Sorry for the random hobby rant. whatever. I will update you guys when I get a little bit farther into this cozy mystery. So far, like I said, I'm really liking it, and so I will update you in a little bit. Bye. Okay guys, I'm gonna try to make this quick because I am in bed, but my battery is super low. I am about a third of the way through An Appetite for Murder, and this is set in Key West. Our heroine, goes through a bad breakup, and then she's trying to get this job as a food like journalist. I can't remember what it's called. Like she reviews like restaurants and stuff like that. And the woman who would be her boss is also the woman who is currently dating her ex. Well, and like they like cheated together. Well, she turns up unalived like early on, and our heroine is like the number one suspect, like our main character, and she just keeps doing the stupidest stuff. Like she just keeps doing the stupidest stuff. She keeps making herself look so freaking guilty. I'm like, oh my god, girl, what are you doing? I really like her. She's got to be a Cancer because she cries a lot. She's already cried at least like 2 or 3 times in this book. But she's like always tearing up. I swear it's got to be at least 3 times. Anyway, but I'm enjoying it. I'm loving the Key West vibes. I'm loving the food descriptions. The heroine is kind of stupid, to be honest, but I think that it kind of just is, it's to make the book more interesting and kind of like get her into more situations or whatever, and move the plot along, and I totally get that. But yeah, it's really fun. I'm enjoying it. It's not feeling like a new favorite, but it's definitely like a super enjoyable cozy. I definitely recommend. And hopefully she smartens up, because oh my gosh, she's just making the dumbest decisions right now. I can't even. But yeah, I'm a third of the way through. I think I know who done it. Maybe. I think so. Maybe it's too obvious though. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But I will give you guys an update. Like I don't want to. It's hard. I feel like sometimes with cozy mysteries, like I don't want to spoil anything. But yeah, I am having a great time, and it's been raining a lot this week. It's been super hot, but raining tons, which has kind of like led to the cozy environment, which has been nice. But anyway, having a good time with this, and I'm hopefully gonna keep liking it, and I will update you guys in a little bit. Okay guys, so I just finished An Appetite for Murder by Lucy Burdett. If you can see, like, I apologize, I have glue dried all over my hands. I keep on trying to scrape it off, but this is just like an always occurrence for me. I was making like greeting card toppers and I didn't get any b-roll of it because I was kind of just like lost in the moment. But I did get glue all over my freaking hands, so I apologize for that. But I just finished An Appetite for Murder by Lucy Burdett. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Yeah. I'm talking kind of quiet because my boys are taking a nap right now, but I really enjoyed my time with that one. The food descriptions in this book, oh my gosh. If you like books that are like very food-y, and you like cozy mysteries that are especially very foodie, I find there's a lot of cozy mysteries that are like coffee shop and bakery like related, like cozy mysteries that take place at bakeries or coffee shops and things like that. But like in terms of actually like savory restaurants, there's less so. This one doesn't take place at a specific restaurant because our main character is trying to be a food critic. Like she's trying to enter that career field, but it takes place at like multiple restaurants and multiple food shops. And she also is a really good home cook, so she describes the food that she's making at home really well. She lives on a houseboat, which is also such a cool setting. So yeah, in terms of the craft hobby work aspect of the cozy, 100% 5 stars. I love that part about cozies. It's one of my favorite parts of a cozy, is kind of like the extracurricular aspect, like not the actual mystery part, but actually like the hobby. So whether it's crocheting or sewing or like a flower shop, like flower arranging, or like whatever it is like that. And for this one, it was obviously the food. That part was so good. I loved it. Our main character is kind of hard to deal with sometimes because she makes so many bad decisions. She is a flipping mess. I don't even know how she got through this book to the end and survived, to be honest. Like, wow. She's a mess, but she's kind of a chaotic mess that you have to love. Maybe you don't always like her, but you have to love her. And I really liked that too. I liked her friends. I liked the community. There was characters you really don't like villain type characters. I really had a good time with this. I did not predict the like whodunit aspect. Like it was not as obvious as I thought it might be. I was worried it would be really obvious. It was not. I did not predict whodunit. So I'm thinking 4 stars. That's what I'm thinking. And the only reason I'm not giving it 5 stars is I don't know. It didn't give me the 5-star feeling. Does that make sense? So I'm gonna be at 4 stars. It takes a lot for a cozy mystery to give me 5 stars. I absolutely love them, but it takes a lot. I don't know why, but it might be closer to like a 4.25, 4.5. I'm gonna have to sit on this one for a minute, but it's definitely at least a 4 star. And I could look back and raise it up to a 5 star maybe. I need some time to sit on it. I'm definitely giving it at least a 4 star though. Really had a great time. I had so much fun this week doing different crafts. I mean, like I usually do them, but I think I do want to share that more with you guys. And just kind of like relax and chill. Especially right now, I'm kind of at like a once a week content kind of thing. So I can do that, and I'm trying to just be like more relaxed and chill with my vlog content. Sometimes I get too worked up on like trying to make it perfect and stuff like that. And anyway, so I had a really good time this week. I hope you guys did too. I forgot to mention it, but like we've been kind of sick this week too, like my kids more so, me a little bit. But so between that and all the rain and then having to stay inside because of the heat being so awful, but it's managed to be a really cozy week and I had a great time. Off vlog, like the books I was reading outside of the vlog, I had some books that I think are going to be on my top books of the year list. I have a new all-time favorite book, and that's very exciting. So I've been reading some amazing books lately. I just wanted to stick to like the cozier ones for this vlog, but I've been reading other books, and like I said, some of the best books I've read all year. So I'm having a great reading month, which has been really nice. I'm having fun crafting. Homeschool has been slow this week, like I said, because the kids have been sick. And I just, when they're sick, I don't even really try that much because like there's just no point. I mean, we are homeschooling like through the year anyway, so it's fine to take a week off or whatever. So anyway, I hope you guys like this video. If you did, leave like some kind of craft emoji in the comments, maybe like a ball of yarn or like a paintbrush. I don't know what there is, but maybe some kind of craft related emoji, like a notebook for the junk journaling. I don't know. Check it out. Find an emoji that's craft related if you made it this far. And yeah, until next time, fellow readers, keep reading and living your best life. Bye.
Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away.